YouTubers, and thank you for tuning in to today's Asus Up tour review. I didn't do a video on Thursday because obviously there has been some very severe warnings for thunderstorms there, but unfortunately I don't think the thunderstorms have been turning up so far in this year's September, unlike the first 3 summer months though. So even though the weather forecast told me there's going to be thunderstorms, well, yesterday overall there wasn't actually actual thunder and lightning, even though it was pretty much raining quite heavily though. And guess what? Our Tommy Clover EH500 cargo train has got a new fresh battery and it's running quite so well. So, apart from the fact that I didn't do a tour review on Thursday, Strong Junior, the heat wave has now completely eased away and been replaced by this warm, humid sort of air, which pretty much brings in a lot of rain, cloud, and also a bit of cool air as well. So, we are truly going to be pretty much shaping up towards autumn, right? Indeed we are, and I definitely say you American people would pretty much call it fall, because, you know, it's pretty much how people, you know, have different terminologies and whatnot there. And I can tell you what, my house is pretty much completely and utterly cluttered with so much fluff, dust, and so much trash. But anyways, apart from the fact that my floor is completely and utterly dirty, I'm just going to move this chair here because I don't think I've got that much space to continue with. There it goes. Anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and review those 3 flip-up products, and we're going to be doing it in a bit of a water sort of theme. So, our first flip-up product we're going to be taking a look at is Asus Up Origami Flapping Birds Intermediate Egret, non-breeding, what do you say, and fishing flock 12 pack, which costs about £12. In fact, I did do one of the intermediate egret products, eh? And then you thought I was going to fail, didn't I, eh? Well, luckily enough, I did manage to say the word intermediate, even though it's quite a bit of a hellish word to say because it's freaking long. There's the back of the packaging here. I think I did one of the other intermediate egret products before. I think it's also called the median egret, not median. Okay, that's how I sort of pronounce that word. I'm sorry I can't have text in the videos and whatnot though, but you know what, I just can't have video edited text though at the moment though, because I'm just pretty much filming it via webcam, and it would pretty much take a long time, I suppose, eh? These are the non-breeding versions of the intermediate egrets, which are quite different to the breeding versions I've covered last year though. And the fish in this product are of course Harlequin raspberries. Hooray! In fact, they're one of the more common of all freshwater fish being sold as pets. If I make sure the birds don't get clobbered by that train. Looks pretty nice. I love that marking. Obviously it's very beautiful, eh, for a fish. It's got grey fins. Notice there's that beautiful marking right over there on each side. If I grab the other one here next, that looks totally and utterly awesome here, eh? And yeah, it looks quite good. To be quite obviously honest, it's a very nice fish. And here's the other one as well, which looks also very, very nice. Overall, it's quite a bit of a very different sort of detailed fish. We've got, well, it looks like they have gold and yellow sort of caudal fins or tails, and the dorsal fin looking all... Oh, looks like that train's getting itself derailed. That's not a good look, eh? Isn't it, eh? Not a good look to pretty much to have, I suppose, eh? But anyways, this fish looks nice. I love the yellow eyes. And overall it's completely and utterly different. It's pretty much a revamped version of what I did a while ago, eh? When I did the Southeast Asian themed tours. It's not the Vietnamese 2021 tours or the Taiwan 2020 toys I'm talking about, well, tropical themed animals, obviously, eh? Okay, those fish are done. Let's go ahead and take a look at the intermediate egrets next, which are pretty much on their non-breeding plumage. They look sort of very similar to, if I go ahead and take a look, oh, sorry about that one, train. Yes, it looks quite nice. So I'll lift the camera up here. It actually does remind me of a little bit like a little egret and a great white egret combined together. It also reminds me of cattle egrets as well though, going by the design and whatnot I suppose, eh? And they look quite nice, I suppose. Here's the other one next. And I suppose that intermediate egrets tend to have straighter bills, whereas cattle egrets tend to have a curved end on their beaks, I suppose, eh? They look quite spectacular by the looks of it, eh? Because, you know, whenever I start to see these types of birds, whenever I go to, like, you know, a nature reserve somewhere in this country, or maybe somewhere in Malaysia where these guys are actually found, and I would say it's normally the tropics that they're actually found, I suppose, intermediate egrets. They're actually quite good by the looks of it, eh? And they're actually quite beautiful looking birds. And what's also quite different to cattle egrets, little egrets, and great white egrets is that these guys actually have brown eyes. If you look closely this way, you can start to see the beautiful brown iris on its eye, even though this camera is just, well, doesn't want to work with me that well. Which, in a sense, it's just, I know the train's chronically loud, but that camera isn't doing that well, okay? So I have to speak up a bit there because that train is pretty much loud. There's its beautiful looking brown iris as I'm looking quite closely, eh? And there's its laws, which in a sense, you know, the laws are pretty much the part where it's like a marking on the head where it meets up with the head's eye and the beak. Might be totally wrong, but pretty much oh my goodness me, eh? Ornithologists along the way. Mind you, I could pretty much flap these birds along the way, I suppose, eh? They look quite good. And yeah, so they look pretty similar, don't they, eh? They also got like darkish, greyish, almost blackish looking feet, if I can show you correctly, eh? Like so, I know the train's on the background, which is pretty much the nicest thing, eh? Because if it was a bit too close, well, it would have taken over the video, and mind you, I would hate to see these toys pretty much being filmed via the background, I suppose, eh? Because it wouldn't be quite nice, though, if that was filmed via the background, though. I'd pretty much prefer them on the foreground, to be quite obviously honest, eh? There's its feet, like that. Beautiful coloured feet, eh? Fancy that. I have to say it's quite nice, and also to be very, very prudent here, there's its name here, intermediate egret. What I could have done, I think what I'd probably say, I don't know what I'm probably pretty much saying there, but what I could have done is just pretty much put a specific bracket just to represent that this bird is not breeding. I would have put so much detail in it if I had so much effort and so much info, if you ask me, it would have made it a bit more specific in a very righteous way. Very righteous way. Righteous way, that's what I'm saying, eh? Not raucous way. Even though that train is completely and utterly raucous. No, don't let that bird get clobbered by that train. Or should I say, don't let that train get clobbered by that bird there. Don't get... Oh, I don't know what it was there, but I'm just sort of thinking I don't want the train to clobber the bird, but there you go, that product's done. Anyways, let's move on to some marine animals. We're pretty much stepping away from fresh water to salt water, and we're going to be taking a look at something pretty colourful. It's called the, a common estuary yellow seahorse family and baby 12-pack. Not sure if you can see that from the brightish yellowish writing. It costs about £14. Crikey, that's freaking expensive, but I gotta tell you what though, guys, I definitely say that a lot of the Generation 125 toys tend to be, I'll definitely say they're actually a lot more cheaper compared to the other previous toys I've covered in various generations. There you go, we've got some, sorry about the camera, we've got some cute looking seahorses on the background, as always as usual, and there's a bit of a very interesting read there at the back there, which acts like a blurb. In fact, there's so many blurbs, obviously. It says, fun fact, usually female animals give birth to the young. But on males, or should I say seahorses, it's only the males. It's the males that actually give birth. Sorry about my sloppy running. It's the train doing my editing, and it's so loud. But you know what? Once this toy review is finished, done and dusted, I'm pretty much happy for that train to go along the whole way. You know what I mean, guys. I'm pretty much happy to have that train running along the way as I'm handling those cute-looking baby seahorses. Oh, if you love those beautiful-looking eyes, but yeah. I have to say that train is pretty much pulling so much freight. I could tell you what though, it's pretty much so loud. As loud as I can pretty much talk there, eh? My goodness me, I don't know how loud it would be though. Maybe for the fact that this fresh battery has made it completely and utterly fast and loud. My goodness me. But anyways, these baby seahorses, they look quite cute. Sorry I didn't have time though, but yet again, these guys look quite nice. Yeah, they actually look quite nice. I think I should have added a little greyish sort of end to represent their mouths, I suppose, eh? Because that's what seahorses are meant to be like, eh? And it looks like we've got like 10 baby seahorses. Hopefully I'm not going to sound like some sort of nursery rhyme sort of, what would you say, sort of studio there, because that would pretty much upset the whole apple cart, wouldn't it, eh? It pretty much, you know what I mean though, guys. It's pretty much going to upset the whole apple cart, wouldn't it? It would, indeed, though. Actually, one of the best things about these seahorses, apart from the fact that that train is so freaking loud, is that you can pose its body like this. You can actually pose, you know, the body like so. Yeah, it looks actually quite nice overall. I love the design. Looks pretty perfect if you ask me. Very seahorsey indeed. In fact, I have covered a seahorse product before though, but this is quite a bit of a different sort of species. I believe those seahorses are pretty much found in the Indian/Pacific Ocean. Could either be based on the common estuary yellow seahorse, which in a sense has spots, although these models don't have spots, or the tiger tail seahorse. I'm pretty sure it's another species of seahorse that is yellow. But anyways, we've got the female. Okay, we've got a female adult, like so. Beautiful, isn't she? And then we've also got the male. Look at that. How cool is that? It's amazing, isn't it, eh? I'd definitely say that, like other fish, well, seahorses pretty much lay eggs, don't they? They certainly do. And, yeah, they certainly do pretty much give birth, though. Actually, I might show you a bit of an experiment, though, just to see how many baby seahorses does this, male seahorse, this father seahorse, pretty much carries. Or this seahorse father carries, though, eh? But, you know what? We've got about 10, so that's pretty much fine. I'm not going to do that in a very realistic way. I'm just going to do that in a very unperfective, or, you know what, sort of very rough and ready sort of demonstration, I would say, eh? That demonstration's going to be rough and ready, but I bet it's going to be quite interesting and also hilarious at the same time, because I'm just stuffing up this male seahorse with so many freaking seahorse pups. Or maybe they're just babies. Maybe they're not pups overall, eh? Look at that. There's so many. Oh my god. Woo! And I've got pretty tiny flippers as well, eh? Which in a sense is, of course... Oh, it just ejected from the seahorse. Father though. Obviously, I'm just gonna probably plonk as many, eh? Plonk all of the baby seahorses into the father and see how many you can give birth. Look at that. It's raining seahorses! Hallelujah, it's raining seahorses! Whoa! Let's hope that train doesn't clobber those seahorses from now on. For me, eh? And I should actually be pretty much almost finished, because we've got one of the product to be reviewed. Hopefully, I can tell what guys, I think this video is getting, well, a little bit rough and ready, but yet again, I definitely say, because of the fact that this train is running on a new battery and it's pretty much so loud. Well, here's our last fifth up product, eh? Look at this. It's the brown banded bamboo shark partial Shiver 5-pack. Shiver being a group of sharks, right? And it costs about £4.79 or £5.79. I definitely say these guys are ranging from like northern Japan all the way towards northern Australia. But yet again, it's one of these sharks that is pretty much, well, oh, it's so cute. Well, because of the fact that these guys have got those there, I mean, just because that these guys have got those right in their mouth doesn't exactly mean they're actually fangs. Well, actually, they're not really fangs, or, you know, teeth. They're actually barbels. A bit like, you know, a catfish. That's what I'm thinking of, right? And they come in 2 different colour variations. We've got whitish grey, and we've also got copper brown. And they also have, like, brown stripes as well. Same with these guys here. You know, it's actually not too bad looking at sharks, though. And you know what? These guys aren't just your typical, sharks, like, you know, the great whites, black-tooth reef sharks, bull sharks, tiger sharks, sand tiger sharks, or whatever sharks that are gonna eat you and kill you. They're just pretty much, well, just very, very passive sharks. Although, I definitely say that these sharks can also be highly aggressive, but not really aggressive to humans that much, though, those sharks. And I definitely say they're closely related to whale sharks, which I definitely say they're like one of the world's largest fish overall, eh? And I have to say that that shark just went straight into camera. Well, obviously, that looks quite good. Oh, yay, that was me doing Jaws. I don't know, that train's getting itself derailed at the moment, eh? I have to say, this tour view could be so perilous for the fact that this train is freaking loud. But yet again, this shark looks so, so brilliant. I love the, how do you say, ochre looking eye. Ochre has been a colour of, well, being much more of a dullish gold sort of colour, eh? And, yeah, it looks quite nice, eh, overall by the looks of it, eh? It's got stripes of brown and orange, with pretty much copper brown. And my goodness me, because of the train right at the back down there, I can tell what, hey guys, I'm starting to lose my voice now. As I'm raising my voice just to keep, you know, on letting you guys just pretty much listening to me though. I'm just, you know, as I'm making this video obviously, eh, but that's quite good. I have to say what's a bit disappointing is that I would have loved to see the barbels in its face, or maybe something else, eh? Like, you know, an expressive looking mouth. It would have made this shark a bit of a winner fishy dinner. Well, overall, maybe I'm about to have a winner chicken dinner. Maybe a winner fishy dinner, if you ask me, eh? And these guys, they look so, so good. I know I have heard these guys are pretty much kept as pets, but not really that much often, I dare say. I have to say, those sharks, they look pretty much fantastic indeed. Well, I definitely say that's pretty much about it in this video, as I need to give this shark a good focus so that I can see its face. And I can also see its beautiful detailing. It looks freaking awesome, doesn't it? Indeed. In fact, all sharks look great, no matter how deadly they are. In fact, if a shark can bark, its bark can be as worse as its bite. Oh wait, did I say the word bite? I should have said the word bite. So, just like a dog, I would definitely say sharks pretty much have a bark that is pretty much worse than their own bite. So yet again, sharks don't bark, don't they? No, they certainly don't. But yet again, that's about it. So, sorry about the loud train noises, as I'm pretty much making this video, eh, because, well, that train's got a very brand new fresh battery of Duracell in it, eh? And you know what? Even though I've just placed a battery from Duracell, I don't do ads. Remember? I don't really do ads for Duracell. So, anyways, if you really enjoyed this sort of rough and ready water toy review of Flip Up Toys, please give this video a good like and subscribe for more Flip Up YouTube videos on my YouTube channel for more content like that. As always, thank you so much for watching, as I'll be taking a break on this week's Saturday. And as always, bye for now. We'll let that train crash through. Bye bye.